etc. Right? Anybody know this image?
Yes.
Really? What is that?
Oh,
wow. How did you find that? Media? Really? Oh, your TV or broadcasting? This news? YouTube.
Wow.
This is digital age. Okay. Yes, in Japan, so this is very popular because mainly American and Japanese astronomers try to find out thanks to the artificial intelligence. Yes, artificial intelligence already applied to this pure science. Yes, and I gave up the becoming an astronomer. So I was involved with IT company at least more than 15 years. Yes. At first, I became a programmer for the first 3 years. After that, I changed into my role as a business development because I want to build new system for a new society with a new technology like AI or IoT or etc. And of course, the secondary, I'm becoming an instructor just like this. But however, my main goal is to the business developer. Okay. Okay. So, by the way, do you have any question about myself, not today's topics? Okay. All right. Okay. So, go to the next one. So from now on, I try to be according to the text procedure. So, oops. Wait for me. So now, could you look at the textbook right now? Okay. Okay. So you can know that each procedure is the chapter. Okay. I try to do so according to the procedure. Okay. At first, so let me define what is WAC, Web Analytics Consultant. Of course, you can see the textbook. So I try to simply to say Web Analytics, a technology and blah 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 blah. So this is too long. But important point is Web Analytics is a consultant. This is just analytics. Consultant is the business advisor. Okay. Of course, you have to understand the basic fundamental skills about data analytics technique skill. But this is not enough because data is just data. Okay. With data, you can analyze and make hypotheses and try to suggest to your client. And the goal is to contribute to your client business. That is our goal. Okay. Don't misunderstand that you just have to get the master of the data analytics skills. Okay. I want to emphasize because in Japan, there are so many data analysts. However, frankly to say, in most cases, this is not effective for actual businesses because it is not working. Why? Because they do not understand the business itself. Okay. Therefore, our curriculum includes just a kind of business analytics context. And of course, today I want to show you some parts, not only for data analytics but also business analytics. Okay, and of course, including exercises. Well, Web analytics is very related, related to the digital marketing. Maybe all of you know the word digital marketing. So maybe 5 years ago, it was called web marketing. Maybe you can search recently the smartphone, etc., and you can get the advertisement, etc. This is called web marketing. Google try to make advertisement systems. But however, in recent 5 years, other technology is emerging, like IoT. Maybe you know the digital signage, or drone. Sometimes drone is useful for digital marketing. What I want to say is that such a new technology can change the existing marketing methodology, and then I call it generally digital marketing. Be careful that each person has their each definition of digital marketing. This is not absolute definitions, but the important point is digital marketing is evolving even now, thanks to the new technology. Okay. And then, that is, I want to show the one very symbolic story. That is, the picture is taken at 2005. Maybe you know, some of you know. Have you ever heard this photo? Because this was very popular. 5 years ago. No? Okay. Well, so they are looking at the same one where there's a chimney, okay, the smoking. It shows the result of the election. Hope, hope? Okay, Christians, hope, hope. And there's the color of the smoke is changed. It says that it finished the election. Therefore, so many people looking at the same one. That is the event at the 2005. And the next election is held at 2013. And same photographer take a picture from the same angle. You understand what I want to say? Yeah. Technology changed everywhere. Before that, they do not have the iPhone. iPhone is invented 2007, and after that, all the people use iPhone and check out the result of the elections. So that is very, very symbolic one. And also, what do you guess? How many technology about marketing is on this planet? What do you guess? How many? Marketing technology, what is called? For example, Google, Amazon, or so many advertisement systems on this planet, globally. What do you guess? 100, 200, what do you guess?
200.
Pardon?
200.
200. Okay. All right. So thank you very much. So, Eiji-san, could you give me that? Okay. So, 2015, we have about 22,000 marketing technology on this planet. And 2 years ago, over 7,000, something related to the marketing technology. And even now, over 10,000, according to yesterday's survey. Okay. So be careful that you focus on the technology. Okay. Because, as you know, such a technology is fragile. So therefore, many people misunderstand that. Try to understand each tooth. Try to learn each tooth. But frankly speaking, this is ridiculous. Because the fundamental skill is the same one. And if you get such a fundamental skill, you can handle with almost all of the tools like this. Okay. Today we focus on the fundamental skills, and then you get such a skill, you can access easily. For example, maybe some of you know that Google Analytics or such a very basic tools. You can handle it easily. Okay. The importance is fundamental skill. All right. So that is the textbook procedure. Chapter 1, Web Analytics and Basic Complicated. 2, blah 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 blah. So okay, pay attention to number 2. Not focus on the technical one. That's the business analytics and KPI. Okay. So after that, I'm explaining about why this is important. And then I want to explain what is the web analytics planning and how to correct and analyze some indicators. And then analyzing on the media or other topics, including reporting. Okay. So let's go to the first topics. Okay. And I had one break after first 60 minutes. Okay. Right. Go to the first chapter 1 and chapter 2. So I'll say again. I want you to take exercise. Okay. At first, let me explain the 3 fundamental factors in order to become the WAC. The first is, as I said before, not technical one. The first priority is management or marketing. Okay, not technical one. And secondary importance is data analytics. And lastly, web technology. For example, how to correct and what is the cookie or etc. Such technology. And I want to add about the data analytics. For example, you have to understand some basic skill about, for example, mathematics or statistics. Okay. Okay, but this is not enough, as I said before. So many web analytics in Japan try to make a very mathematical reporting. Unfortunately, in most cases, business person cannot understand that meaning. That is a very big gap. Therefore, our definition of the work includes the business skill. Okay, that is why we add management and marketing. Okay. All right. So going down to business topic about the chapter 2. So I want to give you the three fundamental information about the WACC. Maybe some of you already know some indicators. Well, so for example, please pretend that you are the visitors and you are going to visit, for example, yahoo.com or amazon.com on the first page. And the page 2, sometimes called PV. PV is counted +1. Very simple. Next page, +2. Next 3. That is PV. Very simple. I got it? You got it? Okay. Next. Even okay, so I want to talk about the second indicator named session. Maybe you can understand easily the concept of the PV, page view. Okay. If you go to the one page, next page, PV is counted by one. Okay, one by one. Next, even if you go to next page in these cases, session does not change because this is the same visit on the same purpose. Okay. In these cases, session does not change. Okay, let me remind that if you visited one Amazon.com and in order to find a new camera, and then you go to the detail pages on the Amazon.com, PV is accounted. However, session does not change it because this is on the same purposes. Okay, that is a session. If you exited the session and then, for example, 1 hour ago, you try to visit again, session is counted. This is session. You understand? Okay. All right. Lastly, the third one, unique users. So unique user, for example, you are the host of one. Tomorrow, you again visit the same pages. The session, of course, must be changed, counted. However, unique user must not be changed because you are the one, same person. Okay, that is unique user. So you can be the master of the fact to some extent, just only understanding the 3 indicators. Okay, I want you to take exercise only by this information. Okay, so from now on, I want to take exercise. So please make a pair. Okay, all right. So I explain about that. So there are 4 site types. Okay, 4 site types. Please assuming that each site has the same purpose site. Okay, this is assumption. And you are the consultant for each site. Okay. So how do you suggest to your client to improve each site? That is exercise, first exercise. And so we look at that. Number 1 is number of PV. Okay, PV, for example, look at the site A. PV is 10,000. The session is 2,500, and unique user is 2,000. Okay, that is very basic information. Okay, that's great. So I'll give you for the first 2 minutes. Please think only by yourself, and then after that, 5 minutes discuss with each other. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's start. And if you have any question, please say. Hang on. Okay. At first, for 2 minutes. Okay, so I explain again. So you are the consultant, you are the work, you are the webmasters, and you are responsible for each site. Okay, each site has each indicator that I explained before. Okay, PV, session, and unique users. Okay, okay. Each site has a different numbers. It means that it might be good point and good bad point. Please find out what is bad and how to improve that if you are the master. Okay, I teach you only one side, looking at the side B. Side B. Okay, I also share the answer at first about the side B because this is first exercise. Because this is just a bit tricky one, side B. By the way, so who answer side B? This answer is very, very simple. This is exceptional compared with others. For what reason? Okay, side B, PV is the 10,000. Okay.
So actually,
Okay.
like we have the number of the user around like 15,000, but the number of section is only 10,000. It means that only maybe 10,000 people visit the website only.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. This is impossible data. This is impossible data. Yeah. You understand? Okay. So session 10,000. Oh, sorry. So view is PV is 10,000 and session is 10,000. It might be happen, but however, as I said before, for example, I visited one site. They count one PV and also one sessions, and of course one unique users. Unique user cannot exceed other numbers. You understand what I mean? Okay. Therefore, it is impossible. This number has to be within or less than these numbers. Therefore, this answer is this is impossible. So my suggestion to the client is that try to correct again appropriately. That is the answer, nobody. I'm sorry, this is a little bit tricky one. Okay. However, other three sites is possible data. And of course, they have a good data, good point and bad point. And please find out what is good or what is bad. More difficult than the side B. Okay? Please think for 20 minutes. Okay? I have one hint. You have to compare with each other. Otherwise, you cannot understand which is good or which bad. For example, regarding the PV, all of them the same one. Therefore, you cannot judge good or bad, okay? But however, looking at the side A is less than side B and C. Why? You have to make a hypothesis why, and then improve. Okay. All right. Of course, this is the first expression. Okay. Don't be afraid. Don't worry. So you can make a mistake. This is just exercises. Okay. So please think for 3 minutes, and then discuss with each other your hypothesis, your suggestions to the client. Now, A, B, C. All right. Okay. Let's do it. The important point is a comparison. Okay. Yes, maybe for the first time it might be difficult, but you can get used to it. Don't worry. Okay, regarding the site A, so people is the same session is less than the others, but unique user is bigger than the others. What happened? Why? You find out what happened and try to improve. Okay. Okay, I'll wait for 1 minute. So this is the first exercise, so don't worry. I don't push you. Don't worry. Okay, first, please enjoy. I know, so for the first person, so it might be different. But don't worry. So not this one. Okay, so assuming that each side has the same purpose site. Okay. Try this one. Okay. So each one you know. Okay. All right. So anyone who want to answer about the site A as a WAC? Very fresh WAC. Okay, try. Oh, very nice. Okay, about site A, please suggest who you are client. I'm a client.
So for what I'm thinking, site A maybe they optimize their SEO is good because the user can search it from the search engine easily, but the UI and UX of that website is not good. So user maybe just click and see one and they get out. They don't go again or they keep going again and again. So I think they need to improve their UX and UI design.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, so to some extent, so you have a very good point. Very nice. Okay, so any another idea in order to improve? So you check. So if he's pointing out the SEO are improving, so methodology. Okay. Yes, this is one of the good ideas. Thank you very much. Is there anyone who want to say another idea or another session, etc.? Okay, so let me comment about this one about site A. At first, we look at that. So session is as a before less than the others. But on the contrary, the unique user is bigger than mine. What happened? At first, so looking at the sessions, it means that not so many people browsing on the one visit. You understand what I mean? Okay. But however, they have so many existing users. Okay. It says that for several existing customers actually visited, but however, other existing customer users do not visit again. That is why it shows this figure, these numbers. I will say again. They have the small session, but at the same time, they have a very big unique user. It means that small part of the user only visit this page GUI. But they have already existing so many users. Therefore, if I were a WAC, I try to suggest to my client to, for example, the subscribe or the post a newsletter in order to take the existing customer into visit again, this customer. Because already some small customer visit again and again and enjoy that. So therefore, so if I will work, I try to cultivate or nurture the existing one. Of course, SEO is one of them. That's the first point, okay? And then, so go to the site B. So you try the site B? All right. So this is concrete one.
So,
Okay.
so in my opinion, I think the site B have a less number of living users.
Yeah.
And they have, I think they have a very good UI, UX, and user experience.
Yes.
That's why all the users are coming back again and again. So for my suggestion, I would recommend to the client to boost to do marketing or maybe improve their SEO to get more awareness to the user, so they can increase the number of users and as well as increase their business.
Okay. Perfect. Your answer is perfect. Yes, marketing or advertisement. Okay, maybe you already understand his answers. Yes, this case is on the contrary. The session is bigger than the others, but however, new or unique user is smaller than the others. It means that it might be they have a very I guess type B has a very interesting or attractive site, but however, they are not successful to invite at first their site. That is why, so my recommendation or suggestion to the client is to boost up or strengthen the marketing or advertisement by using SEO or etc. Okay, that is site B. All right. So the last one, site C. This might be more difficult than the others. Okay, repeat again, site A. So our suggestion is to nurture or cultivate existing user because we have already 2,000 persons, but small number is only visitors. Therefore, try to cultivate by, for example, posting newsletters because we have already their ID. And site B, so an opposite. They don't have a big existing user, but at the same time, they have a very big session. It means that site looks nice, but however, they are not successful to invite their site. So how about site C? I said difficult because look at that. So session is just between site A and B at the same time. So the user is also between A and B. So the answer is the intermediate. I don't think so. So somebody can answer. Of course, there's no absolute answers. I want to speak about your hypothesis or your thought. Anybody try? You try again? Oh, good. You're very smart.
Thank you, sir. In my opinion,
Yes.
the number of unique user is quite good, and the number of sessions also quite good. But in the average, one user just visit that site only 5 times. So we, for my suggestion,
Yes.
we, as you say, keep posting the content and improve the quality of the content, and also this redesign or maybe make the UX and UI a bit better. And as he suggests on the side B, we can do SEM on the search engine. So maybe we can get more unique user and get more number of sessions.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Almost good. Frankly, so comparing with all of the site, aside from the site B, site B is ridiculous. This is impossible. So looking at the three, I say that site C is most dangerous for me because look at that. View is 10,000, but session is 7,500. It means that on the average, the customer or visitor visit this site B, and on average, they just one or sometimes second page, and then exit it. You understand what I mean? Almost all of the visitors get out after the first site. It shows that the site is not attractive. Very, very dangerous. between the simulates. Therefore, for me, that is very dangerous one. So I suggest to client that try to improve the top side right now. So frankly, so practically speaking, so this is nothing. This is almost impossible. Very, very dangerous one. Okay. So therefore, so this comment is very good. So try to improve the side contact first. That is our solutions. Okay. Well, so you can experience a little bit about the work. So these only 3 indicators, you can understand that you can judge or so analyze to some extent, and also suggest to our goal. Okay. Okay, that is very basic exercises. So, and I will share this comment after I'm said before. So, and share this Eiji-san. So, can I share this content after that?
Yes.
Okay.
We can
Okay.
share.
All right. So, so you don't have to take a picture. I will share the content, all the contents. Okay, that's the first exercise. Thank you for assistance. Also, all of you are very, very so marvelous, very smart. Did one? Okay, so speaking about additional information about the work, and then go to the next exercises. Well, so the 3 indicators belongs to the access analytics. You know, PV session, unique users. With these 3 words, you can judge to some extent. But however, this is for web world. But you know, for example, maybe you already know the word omni-channel. Have you heard that? Omni-channel. Omni-channel. It's very weird word. It means simply to say anytime, anywhere. This is omni. Maybe this is a Greek word. I'm not sure the origin. Well, so long time ago, for example, so there's one retail store physically, long time ago, before the web, okay? But on the web, so web times, so for example, such a physical store might launch EC site. It says multi-channel. At first, this is a single channel. For example, the retail store opened the web store, what is called e-commerce, for example. It says multi-channel. Okay, and then for example, each site try to send us or navigate us to the real world physical retail store. It says cross channel, because physical and digital go to each other. It says cross channel, and omni channels meaning access anytime, anywhere, thanks to the iPhone. So therefore, it is called omni channel. What I want to say is that you have to understand not only access analytics and also web analytics, not only web, but also the physical world. For example, you have to understand how to get the count, for example, telephone or parks or order sales in the physical or field sales operations. Because our goal is to contribute to our client goal. Okay. It is true that our work is definition of the web analytics consultant. But actually, from the viewpoint of the customer or clients, customer's business already omni-channel. Their business not only is for web. Therefore, you have to understand to some extent not only web analytics or access analytics, but also the physical world or business analytics, which is the next chapter theme. Okay. Right. Okay, go to the next topic about the business analytics and especially about the business framework. Okay. So in business, for example, so regarding the business framework, maybe there are so various business framework. Okay. I guess some of you so know the, for example, the word. For example, the persona customer journey, I'm explaining later. These are very, very popular theory in order to make me understand the theory or the structure, customer business structures. So I want to categorize into 3 types. The first type is a user analytics. The next one is positioning analytics, which is focused on really macro analytics. Last one is also really macro analytics, okay, business analytics. So So in detail, so your textbooks depicts each of the characteristics. What is it? So therefore, I just pick up some of them, which is comparatively important. And also, I want you to take exercise about business framework. The first one, persona. Have you heard the name of the persona? Persona. No? Well, so regarding marketing, of course, I was a marketer to some before. So frankly, so over 10 years ago, marketer only know is, for example, the male or female, or so age, or address, or whatever. Okay, that is all. That is enough for the old marketers, because the product or service is very simple. So the other times, marketer only focus on such a keyword, female, male, campaign, etc. But however, so for example, for me, I like coffee. But it doesn't mean that all of the men like coffee. You know, each person has very complicated preference first. So therefore, the contemporary marketer, have to understand that each personality, not only for the basic information like a sex, address, etc. So instead of that, they have to understand or make hypotheses. What kind of, how they love or how they like, or about their opinions. This meaning of persona. Maybe you can search the word persona or personality on Google or on textbook. So you can look at the various sample of the personalities. Okay. The next one, customer journey. So at the next page, I will show you the example of the customer journey analytics. But this is very important in the omni-channel. I said before, omni-channel. Okay. Now we are on the stage of the omni-channel. The last one is the 4C analytics. So I want to take the exercise. I want you to write down the 4C analytics after that, actually. So skip right now. And next, 4C analytics, 5 4Cs analytics. Of course, business existed so various information. For example, if you are the customer, so if you are the business person, of course you have your customer, and of course you have your competitor, okay, or business partner. 5 4Cs is break down into the 4 important 4Cs, like your customer, your competitor, etc. Breaking down into 5 points. Okay, I will skip that right now, but this is very important one. Of course, the textbook on the depicted detail one. And the next is a SWOT analytics. SWOT is short for S is strengths, W is weakness, O is opportunity, T is threat. Okay, I say again, this already on the textbook. So 5 4Cs SWOT. When do we have to use this one? If you approach and contact at the first time with your client or your counterpart, of course you don't know about customers' business at all. Then other times this is very useful, because by using these macro analytics, you can understand the structure of client businesses. Okay. So last one, business analytics, 3C analysis. These are very similar to the 4C, but completely different one. 3C is breaking down into this part. 3C, customer, competitor, and also the corporation. Okay. So this is also so useful when you want to understand the customer at first. Okay. All right. So I want to go to the next topics because I want to take exercise. This is one of the examples of the customer journey. Okay. The key point is the persona and also the omni-channel, as I said before. We look at that. So customer journey map is centered on the customer behavior. From left to right, so customer behaviors, series of the customer behaviors. Interest is pay attention to buy it and after that. And at each time, so how you gonna customer take actions and depicting visualizations. That is one of the examples of the customer journey. Strictly speaking, each marketer has a different visualization for customer journey map. If you are interested in the customer journey map, please write down or search customer journey map on Google. And you can look at the so various type of the customer map. But the important point was with this customer journey map, you can understand totally about your customers. Therefore, this is very important one. As far as I know, this is most useful or most practical for the current marketers. Actually, the very famous so many marketers actually using this methodology or framework, customer journey map. This is very important one. Okay, so the last three, so 4P and 4C. I'm sorry, maybe I skipped out 4P. I'm sorry. So I want to, so I have to explain about 4P. Maybe this is very famous marketing so methodology.
Have you ever heard 4P?
4P, no.
No, never heard.
Yes, this is very so. Maybe this methodology was invented over 30 years ago. This is very old, very classical. But even now, this is very useful. 4P is categorized into 4 types. The first P is a product. For example, color, bigger, or flavor, etc. This is P. So marketers typically understand or position their product or services by using this theory. The first factor is product. Number second is the price. Okay, price is very simple. I don't have to explain that. The last one is the promotion. How to promote your product or services. For example, so using the web or physical or etc. The last one, the prices. How do you distribute your product? For example, you leave it to your channel partners or directly purchases or e-commerce, etc. That is a 4P. So this is very classical, but sometimes it is used. And in recent years, 4C is more practical. 4C is connected with each other. What is the difference point? 4P, this is viewpoint from the marketers or corporations. However, 4C is viewpoint from customer or consumer viewpoint. Okay. All right. 4C is categorized in 4 types. That's like a 4P. The first 4 is the consumer's value. What is the value? Customer's value. The second is cost, and third is communication. And lastly, convenience. I will show you the one example of the 4C. Next exercise is to write down 4C by picking up your favorite product or services. Right? I will pick up my case. I will show you the example about my favorite coffee shop. But I hear yesterday that no Starbucks in Cambodia, right? Not at all. Really? We have Cambodia. Okay, very nice. Have you heard? Have you actually visited Starbucks? No. I recommend you. Really? Okay. So I'm explaining about the 4C. So picking up my case as Starbucks. At first, customer's value. Yes, Starbucks. So firstly, so Starbucks flavor is very precious. Yes, their machine is very unique. So quality is most valuable for me. That is why I pick. So I write down enjoy the fresh coffee. That is value, my value. Okay. The next is the relaxing area. You know, for example, of course, I have to visit other coffee, but typically very noisy. Many people talk at like this. I don't feel comfortable. But however, Starbucks not noisy, okay? Because they try to control the atmosphere. Okay, I love it. I love it. Therefore, I feel their value. Okay, number one, customer value. Number two, cost. Frankly, good said. So cost is not good, frankly. Yeah, it's a little bit high compared with. Oh, by the way, so what is the most famous coffee shop in Cambodia? Amazon, not DC. Not DC company. Amazon, the name of the coffee shop. Oh, really? Wow. Is it cheap? Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, so frankly, so Starbucks is not cheap. Yeah. Because they try to focus on the quality or buy. Okay. All right. That is cost one. And of course, so I have to go to shop because Amazon. Sorry, not Amazon. So the Starbucks does not distribute through website or etc. Or the, for example, distributed channel. Okay. The third one is the communication. Well, look at these pictures. These are actual pictures. So basically, so they write down my name and then so speak up my name if it's done it. Koji, this is your coffee. That is their style. I love it. Okay. Yeah, very good point. Right, last one, convenience one. Well, so maybe it depends on the city, but anyway, so for example, in Tokyo, Starbucks is located in the somewhere around the very big or famous station. Therefore, it is very convenient. Okay, that is my case about Hoshi. Okay. Next exercise is to write down your cases, just like I'm said before. Okay. You cannot make mistake because you are the consumer. Okay. Okay. So you just write down what you're thinking about this. Your type, your example. Amazon is okay. Amazon is okay. And filtering like so according to the each scenario, the 4 sheets. Okay, I will give you 5 minutes, 5 minutes, and then after that, please discuss together 2 minutes, and then I pick up several groups. Okay. Hmm? 上のは一番最後だから、ごめんなさい、分かりにくいですね。カンパニービューとかそのビューと上に書いてある。これで。カンパニー。これ終わったら休憩しましょうかね。えいや、一個しか大丈夫。そもそも反応してないですね。ウイルスね。こいつは。バグいや、今。Okay, any product, any services, okay? Like Facebook or Line or etc. And of course, so you don't have to write down the good point. You know, so in my cases, so cost, frankly to say, this is bad for stacks. Okay, you just write down what you think, honestly. Okay. Okay, so after this exercise, I will give you the break. Okay, 1 minute left. 1 minute left. Yes, I say again, so you cannot make a mistake because you have the absolute answer. You're the consumer, okay? Okay. All right, time is over. So, okay, thank you for exercise. So, I want to hang up if we want to answer your or she. You again? Please wait for that. Okay. Other person? No. Someone who need a Japanese premier suite? You try? Okay. Don't worry. Okay. Okay, so pay attention to yourself. Oh, of course. So, what did you see? How do you pick up? Okay. In my cases, I pick up the Starbucks. What's your case?
Good afternoon, sir. So today I'm going to now pick up cinema in the city. Cinema.
Okay, perfect. Very nice. Interesting. Okay. How about your personal value?
About consumer view for the first seat is consumer value. It has good environment and the quality of the hall is elegant and clean. Continue to the cost of the customer, it is a little bit higher than the other rival other cinema in the city, but it provides more discount for the customer. So for communication, it has good service and another friendly staff. Also for convince, it has many halls. It has many halls in one cinemas, and it has many cinema in the city.
Okay, pretty perfect. Well, so anyone has an objection? No? I agree with his. Okay, good, perfect. So I need one more group. How about this one? You try? Okay.
And also, so I pick up about pizza company and pizza place.
Pizza press.
Yes.
Pizza press. Okay. Oh, it's very delicious. Pizza press.
From my view, I think it has a good pizza environment.
What is your body? You are talking about the customer's body?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
It's not noisy.
Not noisy.
Yes.
All right. How about the flavor? Not so good.
The flavor is kind of fine. Yes. Fine.
Okay.
And the value, I think it's a little bit expensive, more expensive than normal places.
Okay.
And communication, the service is good.
How? For example, please take me there.
For the staff, they ask, the staff is very helpful.
Oh, helpful. Okay.
And the convenient, I think it's they provide they provide new receipts every new orders.
I see. Okay. Very good. Thank you very much. Very good. All right. So this is yes. So And you try again? Because yes, yes, Pedros.
So I take BookMe a first booking platform in Cambodia. So
Wait a second, please. One more, please.
BookMe Bus.
BookMe Bus.
Bus.
BookMe Bus.
Yes. A first transportation booking platform in Cambodia.
Okay, let's see.
So I think the customer value is they don't have to go to the bus station. They just book on their platform. It's easy. And cost to customer is like similar to when you go to the station. So it saves you some cost to transport from your current place to the station. And for communication, they have a customer service who help you when you face problem while booking.
Okay.
And the convenient, I think it's fast, easy, and affordable price.
All right, very nice. Wow, it's a very nice one. Hey, Jason, how do you know that this service? Oh, whoa. Please teach me after that. I'm very interested in this one. All right, perfect. All of them so fantastic. So yes, this is very important. I will say again that business framework is very important in order to communicate with your client, not only understand your thought. Okay, because customer say various angles. Okay, oh, website is very bad. What product, blah 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 blah. They do not support that at all. Therefore, I want you to use communication by using this great framework. Hello, customers, clients. So I want to discuss from viewpoint by sorting out this point, and then so customer and you can communicate very effectively. Therefore, this is very useful for communication tools. But of course, the macroeconomic tools like 4C and 3Cs, maybe it might be good only for yourself because really too abstract, not so practical. But sometimes, so several customers might know the word, but a little bit the technical one. Okay. All right. Thank you very much for your assistance or support and the exercising. And I will give you the 5-minute break. And after that, I want to deep dive into the more technical or analytical exercises. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. So I'll see you in 5 minutes.
Google アナリティクスを見せるって話であれば、こっちは見せないでしょうか。もう一方的に見せるだけに。例えば画面を切って僕の画面見せるとかってあります？なんか面白いデモがあって。これ多分隣になってる。これけどさっき鎌田さんが一応 Google アナリティクス設定してるって言ってたから、なんか学生に分析させるっていうのもいいです。まあ、アカウントが見えないのを持っていば、めっちゃ入れるところです。まあ、そのテスト用、タイマー集でできたんで。最近そう。いや、いいなんかなんか、終わった後、できたんでいいんで、触れるものないですかね。まあ、これ以外思いつかないんで。触れる URL ですね。まあ、元サイトが日本語だから、ちょっと どうかとは思うんだけ
まあ、どうかと思うけど、
ど、やらないよりはあった方がいいかな。ちなみにそこから和歌のサイトって今訪問できます？
和歌のウェブサイト。
要はカンボジアが来たよってリアルタイムに言ってたんだけど、なんか僕のとこからジャパンしか時差ないはずですよ。時差ないや。リアルタイムって言ってますけどね。
あれじゃないですか。削られてるってことはない。コミュニティウィンドウで出てきてる。
アクセス、試せますって感じで。
そうで、今、見れます。あれです。ちょっと昔のあれですよ。フィルターかけて、復帰外して返してもらって。どうですか？今どうでしょう？私、入りましたよ。インコミュニティビデオかな。これって、僕はね、僕は今、インコミュニティビデオで、あれで、新居ところでやったから。
ああ、じゃあ、休ませるために、ユーズトレンドを使ってます。ログインしないとダメですか？知ってます？
Google トレンドログインしなきゃいけなかったんですか？
わかんない。ちょっと、テレビに入ったことないけど、できるんでしたっけ？
できますよ。ここにエンターサーチターンオアトピック。あとはその条件がアメリカとかなんですよ。それだけ認めれば。そういう意味じゃないですか。どうですかね。
Okay, so let's start again. So anyone here? Okay. All right. So go to the more analytical topics. So far, let me say again that we have to understand first the business itself. Otherwise, you cannot communicate so efficiently with your client. You know, your client unfortunately cannot understand our terminology. For example. example, PV session unique user. Okay. Therefore, you have to understand the customer to client, so business structure. And in order for that, so business framework, like a switching customer journey map or Porsche that you exercises is very useful to communicate with each other, okay? And let's go to the topic about the analytics one. So the theme is external analytics. Of course, the client or your company's website is includes or getting, you can get internal information. Internal meaning the number coming to your website. What I want to say is that you cannot get external information, but however, you need that in order to analyze for it, okay? So in these cases, you can use a very useful, you can use several tools. These are very, very important and this very useful. The first one is a Google Trend, right? So I will show you the exercise. So please try, okay? So please, so Google search, please type in Google Trends, Google Trends. Try Google Trends. I'm sorry to not to have your personal computer. And then, so maybe you can visit it easily, the Google Trends. This is a Google, so top side of the Google Trends. So you don't have to pay money, don't worry, okay?
It's for free.
All right, so currently, so my default language is in United States. Therefore, so you can see the several so hot topics about United States. Okay, all right. So please so press the menu bar like this one, open menu, and go to the, for example, what is good? Well, Explorer. You did it? It is okay. So just to see my screen, or you said you try. So just write down. So you break down. So put down the worldwide. Now currently worldwide. So the hot topics by starting the Google is BMW. I'm not sure why, but anyway, this is true. And also the search query number one is needless to say coronavirus. Worldwide topics, hottest topics worldwide. Thanks to Google. All right. Okay. Try to switch into your country, Cambodia, like this. Worldwide. Please put down and okay, Cambodia. Okay, Cambodia. Then so you can understand the Cambodia people using Google. So how they behave. What one is, oh, not coronavirus. What is this? Vina 24H? What is this? Huh? What is this? Vina 24 hours. This is new to me. All of you can know that? No? Maybe this is the hottest, so searching word. Oh. Why are you so making noises? It's maybe dangerous word? No? Can you see what? Okay. Right. But anyway, so yes, you can do it right now on the spot. Like this. Please use Google Trends. If you, so frankly, so even in Japan, so famous marketers even use these services, Google Trends, because through this one, you can understand the trend by using Google Search. Okay. Please enjoy, not now, after this class, okay? Yeah, I know, this is very fun. You can enjoy very much. All right, but this is a class, okay? Stop it, okay? Go again to the main topic. And the next one is the similar web. This is also free to some extent, because at maybe 3 years ago, so we can do almost all of the faculty by using similar web. But in recent 3 years, they so try out what they launched the the payment services. So therefore, to some extent, you can so search. Okay, so I try to do so, but however, you have to register by using even for the free mode. So therefore, please look at my operation. memorize this word, similarware. This is so very, very, very famous. Similarware. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry for Japanese. Oops. Oh, that is good. Okay, I give a minute. Okay, I will show you after that. But anyway, so through similarware, so you can understand your, for example, competitor site. For example, you can look at the, for example, yahoo.com's PV per max or etc. Roughly, not in detail. If you pay money, you can get more detail. The important point is similarware allows almost all of the website and guessing the customer's behavior, and then you can get it to some extent. Okay, this is so very useful. Therefore, I want you to register. Of course, not pay money, and then so check out. And if we want to check out the last site, I'm not sure the hottest topic. We go blah blah blah. I'm not sure. Anyway, so you can understand how many people, how many TV session unique user coming to the site monthly, etc. Really, okay. This is so many, so very useful tools. Okay, that is one of the examples of external analysis. What I want to say in this case is that please do not only focus on the internal, I mean the your website, because market is more wide. Okay. And macro and micro analytics. So macro analytics, the most famous tool is Google Analytics. Have you heard handling or accessing Google Analytics? Oh, you do. Oh, you're already the master of the web analytics, I guess. You do? Okay. Right. So please search with Google Analytics. Please type in Google Analytics. But you need a Google account in order to get it. So therefore, please access at the first time. And look at my screen. Google Analytics. Yes. And this Google Analytics, through these tools, you can understand that your internal indicators, like a session or etc. by setting up. Setting up means correcting some setting. Okay, that is the top side of the Google Analytics. And so we have so many menus, almost over 100 menus, sub-menus you can see from the various viewpoints. For example, okay, I will show you the one example, real time. Okay, real time meaning, so just now, how many people coming to the targeted site? In this case, target site is, I'm sorry, Japanese one. This is owner is here. Waka site. I'm sorry for this Web Analytics Consultation Association site. It introduces what is Web Analytics or what is the schedule in order to get the exam or etc. or additional information. And then right now, so at this site, they are just coming, 8 persons coming to this site right now. Okay. And the top topic is almost of them. 2 persons is coming to top pages, and other person is column number 33. We'll see. Okay, go to that. Audience. Okay, so try to one experiment. I click location. I knew that all person is Japanese. Of course, this is Japanese site. Eiji-san, could you try to access to the site?
Yeah.
And I want to know what happened.
Okay.
Or if you know that WCA or WACA, just type in WCA. I'm not sure, so in Cambodia, so you can access this, I'm not sure. This site, if you have enough time to click it or visit it, please access it right now. And so I want to know what happened.
All access.
Okay, updating. What happened? Come on. Okay, Cambodia. One person is coming to from the Cambodia. Okay, this is real time. Oh, it's very interesting. Don't you think so? Yeah. So in this case, of course, you can get any type of information. not only PV session, etc. You can even get information. So what kind of the user are coming? For example, overview, audience, new user or returning user, or country or browser type or etc. And also the audiences. So Google is very smart. Google understands the customer's behavior. What I want to say that, so for example, my information, so through browsing at the Google, they can understand my behavior. And it might be, Google might understand that I am male. In these cases, Google Analytics, sure, male, I'm male. This is a hypothesis, but it is very effective. As far as I know, so they do not mistake. Very so dangerous in a way. Okay. But anyway, so I hear that so your Kirirom website already so set up by Google Analytics. Therefore, maybe so after this session also, so I want you to I'm not sure who is the webmaster. Anyway, so Kamaga-san also webmaster. I'm not sure. Anyway, so I want you to access and ask him and get the information through the Kirirom website. How many people coming to your site, etc. Okay. All right. Go back to the topic contents. That is the microanalytics. And of course, we have another type of the analytics named microanalytics. At the time about the Google Analytics, we are just understanding the structures, how many people. But in other words, we cannot understand each customer behavior. For example, I'm visiting site A, site B, or etc. They cannot catch up each behavior. But however, there are other type of the tools which is focused on the microanalytics. I will skip this in this case, but please memorize that we have other type of analytics. Right, so okay, and also go to the next topics with exercises. You know, website is generally categorized into five cases. Five types. The first one, e-commerce, very easy to understand. You know, Amazon.com. What is another famous e-commerce in Cambodia? Pardon? My24. Okay. Yes. E-commerce site is very simple because their goal is to get money on the site. Okay. Second, lead generation site, typically B2B, like my company, SAP. SAP is, as I said before, business to business. Of course, our company has our own site, but our site goal is not to get money on the site, just like not like e-commerce. We want to connect or get information, the business, and after that, our salesperson approaches the business and start business communication. This is different purpose for our site, and generally it is called lead generation site. Lead, in other words, it has prospect before customers. They just interested in our company, but not so much as he pay money. Okay, it says lead. The third one is a media site. So simple case is Yahoo.com. Okay, Yahoo.com is a media site. They have so varied information so that you can get any useful information. That's a typical one. That is called media site. Media site's goal is depends on that, but basically they get money through through advertisement. Okay, advertisement. Maybe you can understand. Otherwise, they cannot get money. Okay. Therefore, their goal is to gather visitors. Then you can get money through advertisement. Okay, very simple. The next is a support site. For example, my company SAP has also support site because after contracting or getting our software, they need support. And we disclose the support site. Their goal is the satisfaction of the visitors. Okay, different goal. The last one is active user model. So recently, this ads. So it's typically so focused on the smartphone or smart SNS or etc. The important point is that activeness. For example, have you ever heard the global conference of the, for example, Facebook? Their important indicator is active user number. Okay, not registered, not registered. How many people actively use Facebook? This is very important indicator for that. Okay, that is number 5 cases. All right, so I want to teach you the several indicators and want to go to the next exercises. Maybe so this is also very famous word for businesses. This is not specific to the web analytics. This is general word for businesses. I actually use the daily we use this one. KGI. KGI means the key goal indicator. Simply to say, just a goal. For example, if you are the owner of the e-commerce, of course, your goal, your KGI is, for example, the $10 million also. That is KGI. Very simple. But however, in order to achieve the goal, you have to make a strategy. Okay? Okay. For example, looking at the Amazon, their strategy is maybe first one is the recommendation by using AI or etc. That is their one of the strategy. Then sometimes it is called KSF or CSF. KSF is short for key success factors. Okay, Amazon case, they try to use the AI by personalizing in order to customer satisfaction. This is one of their KSF or critical success factors. It depends on the person. The same meaning. Okay, and then so if you make a story or KSF, of course you have to analyze or evaluate qualitatively. Okay, story is just a story. You have to follow or improve if needed. Then you use the word KPI. This is indicator in order to evaluate the progress or goals. Okay, progressive indicators, which is short for key performance indicator. Okay, take it roughly. Okay, and then so. Well, so if we have enough money, so enough time, so I want to write down the key success factors. But in this case, it's not so many time for them. So in this case, so I pick up e-commerce site. Okay, so I've already write down the e-commerce website. So as an example, the KGR is increased sales by 20%. That is a KGI. And then so do you it depends on, of course, the customer. There's no absolute answers. So let me show the one example of the KSF and the KPI in the case of the e-commerce. In these cases, in order to achieve the goal, so there are 2 key success factors. We don't have to focus on the 1 or 2. Increase sales per customers. It means that, for example, I'm the customer. They want me to pay money more. Okay, that is one their strategy or story. And next one is increase repeaters. Okay, that is one of the case of the KSF. In order to follow the KSF, so in these cases, KPI is set up in these cases. For example, in order to understand discount for additional purchase campaign, so they try to set up the KPI as a number of additional purchases. Okay, so this is typical planning. This is planning. I will say again, this is not specific for the web. This is general cases for business analytics. Okay. Okay. So, and before go to the next, before go to the exercises, I want to explain again about the steps and the breaking down. So maybe this equation is very simple. Maybe you can understand. Sales equals average order multiplied by the number of site visitors multiplied by the number of conversions. Okay. Okay. Right? You understand? Okay. So, well, so below the chart, so there are various types of the improvement plan. Okay. So frankly, so we do not have a specific plan. I will say, and this is completely depending on the customer strategy. For example, regarding Amazon, if you are the worker for the webmaster of the Amazon, maybe they are focusing on the average order by using the technology of personalization because they have very strong AI. That is their story. In these cases, you want to emphasize the KPI as average order. Okay, this is Amazon case. But I want to say that each company has each strategy. Then you have to align with their strategy and make each improvement plan. Okay. So I want you to take one exercise by using this equation. This is, do you like mathematics? Oh, good. Very so rare. So typically in Japan, do you like mathematics? Oh, but all of you like it. Okay, so don't worry. This is a not difficult so mathematics problem, but mathematics exercise, just arithmetic exercises. Okay, please pretend that you are the webmaster of the one jewelry net shop. Okay, this is the e-commerce site. Okay, you have to get money on this site. Okay, KGI goal. Monthly sales equal, I'm sorry, Japanese ratio. 3 million Japanese yen. 3 million Japanese yen. The next information is average order volume equal 20,000 yen. Order rate means, you understand? 1%. It means that, for example, 100 visitors coming to your website, only one person ordered. It is order rate. In this case, one person. Okay. Question: how many visitors to the website needed in order to reach that goal? Goal is 3 million Japanese yen. And you got additional information. And then you can guess how many people you needed as a visitors. Okay. All right, try again. Try for 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Not difficult mathematics. Very simple arithmetics. 3 minutes. Okay. KGI is 3 million Japanese. Average order 20 yen. Of course, so you can teach each other. So with a pair. Okay. It is very easy to guess if you depict a direct of this one. My question is, how many number of visitors? Question. Then 1% order, and average order volume is 20,000, and the goal is $3 million. So, how many you need? Yeah, I know. Maybe you get an answer. Please wait for a while. You got it? Okay. Wait for it. Maybe almost all of you already go to. Oh, very smart. So in Japan, so university student, yeah, to some extent can answer, but after graduating, other person do not answer sometimes because they have no time, so no opportunity to compute such a numbers. Okay. Okay. All right. So 30 seconds, 20 seconds, 10 seconds. Okay. Anyone try? New person. You try? No? You try? No? Huh? You try? Okay, go. Don't worry. Okay, so pay attention to me. If possible, so I want you to teach how you can go to your answers. Just don't talk about that answer. Please navigate us how you can reach the answers. If possible. It depends on you.
They need more 15,000 visitor more.
What's that? Say again, please.
15,000.
50,000. Oh, you answer directly. How about this? What? Is it right? Same one? Go. Excellent. So can you explain how to compute that? Oh, by the formula. Okay. All right. So thank you very much. All right. Well, so explain a little bit about that. At first, you have to change the ratio because you've already got the information about the Japanese yen. Therefore, you have to convert into the web analytics world, web technical world like this. Okay, you can get additional average volume and also KGI, the volume, Japanese yen, and divide it by the 3 million Japanese yen divided by 20,000, and you can get the conversion. Maybe this is the first time to this is maybe new to you. Conversion is the expectable final action for the website. All right. So let me take one example. In this case, it's e-commerce. Conversion meaning buying. This is conversion. Okay. For example, so lead generation site, just like a B2B site for me. The conversion is to question to our company. That is conversion. Okay. Conversion has a different depending on the customer's website purposes. In this case, then divided the 20,000, you can get the 150 conversion per month. And then, so 1% is ordered. Therefore, you just only divide it again 150% by 1%. And then you can get the 15,000 people. Okay, great. Thank you very much, bro. Okay, so this is a very basic indicators. The important point in this one is that your goal, I say like that. Your goal is to contribute to your client's business. Okay. Therefore, you have to make agreement with your client, the client's KGI. Frankly, typically, the web analytics do not do typically. That is strategy because otherwise, the report is not effective for the clients. Therefore, we have to make agreement. Therefore, you have to understand the customer's KGI and KPI. Okay, right. Okay, go to the next topics. So, by the way, so far, do you have any question about that? So from now on, I want to give that a little bit more access log analytics, etc. Okay. Do you have any question? But of course, more detailed information is on your textbook, and I want you to check out after this class. And of course, feel free to ask directly. Any question is okay, and I can be responsible for answering any question from you, even if I'm in Japan. Okay. All right. So go to the next topic about the web analytics planning. So let me check confirm again. At first you can understand the definition of web analytics, and also you can understand the business analytics using the business framework, and also the very basic KGI and KPI with exercises. And next, web analytics planning. So if you can get the agreement with the KGI or KPI with the client, then you just start to plan the web planning. And of course, there are several important in order to understand how to make a web analytics plan or web plan. But important point is, yes, you already know that goal is very important. and scope and stakeholders. So as I said before, customer business became so complicated. Therefore, you do not only focus on the webmasters, but also the other key persons. For example, the retail person or etc., or sometimes even the president of the client. This is a typical flow how to make a web planning. Okay. At first, please confirm the technical information and the client organization and try to personal security, education, etc. I will skip that detail one. Okay, and then looking at the number 3, technology selections. So through number 1 and 3, so you can get agreement to what is the basic customer requirement, and then you just start to collect the data, and then look at the right one. So how to collect the information. First one is X Analytics tools. So you've already checked out the Google Analytics. However, this is one of the types. There are so many various types of web analytics tools, not only for the Google Analytics. It depends on the requirement. Generally, Google Analytics is very, very famous, but however, it depends. So, and number 2 is something related to the analytics logs. So LPO is short for land paging optimization. Okay, and BI2 is for the business operational data analytics tools, etc. It depends on the requirement again. Okay, even the client need not only web data but also, for example, the stores buying data or etc. You have to use BI tools. Google Analytics is not efficient, not sufficient, not enough. Okay. And the next is advertisement. Sometimes customer requested to come to their website. Then you have to use advertisement effect because you need advertisement actions. Okay, and the last one is social media. Yes, in recent years, so more and more clients requested these tools. Maybe all of you use the SMS, like Facebook is a famous one. How about this one? Social media? Facebook. Okay. How about Line? Use Line? Oh, good. Okay. And WhatsApp is also famous. Okay, the same one. Yeah. So even for me, so yeah, so communicating, I use the Facebook, and even for accessing the company, sometimes I use the Facebook. So therefore, so in recent years, social media analytics also become popular. So therefore, in these cases, you need that specific tools in order to understand the social data. Okay. Well, let me describe the basic principle of the how to get a log. But this is very basic one. It might be boring, so I try to skip that. So log is gathered by go and back. Then you got a one web log. This is principle. Okay. Okay. Background with the browser, even for the smartphone. So your browser accesses the web server, and the web server find the request and get back what is parsed to the browser. And then firstly, you can get the one log. Okay, that is the principle. And then so there are 3 types of the analytics log tools. The first one is the log file analytics method. This was all these types. Frankly, as far as I know, there are still 1 or 2 existing. Yes, this is very old one. So this is very simple. Basically, web log that I explained is stored on the web server as a log. These type access tools only directly access and get the information to the web log and analyze it. This is very old type. So basically, as far as I hear, so only the, for example, public sector only use these tools because of the security problem. Okay. Number 2, packet sweeping. As I said before, so they have to go and back and then one log. It means that they have to go through network. The second type, what is called packet sweeping, means they can get logs through network by packet. Technical word, packet. Okay, this might be rare, frankly. 5 years ago, I worked at such a kind of type of vendors. Yeah, very rare. But if you want or if you need a high volume of web or real-time data, it might be beneficial compared with other types. Okay. And last case, this is most useful or most practical, very popular one. And Google Analytics belongs to the last page, named page study. Okay. So the principle is that you can insert tag on the HTML code and tag if the tag is red, and tag sends the information to the web access log servers. This so therefore, if we want to make use of the Google Analytics data, you have to insert tag. Maybe your webmaster already set up a tag. Maybe you can check out the HTML sources on your website, and you can find Google blah blah blah, etc. Okay. So these three types, and you can look at the left hand, and on textbook you can detail good and bad point. And if we want to examine the past, to some extent, you have to understand which is good in which cases. Okay. All right. And also maybe so you can know the word, technical word cookie. This might be the very popular, or cookie. Yeah. By using cookie, so browser understand who you are. Okay. Okay. We have only 5 minutes. So frankly, so from this chart, technical words you can see various. So some people might be annoyed, but don't worry. This is very simple if you can get much to understand. So today, I do not explain each definition because we have only 2 hours today. But therefore, I want you to read the textbook at first. And if you do not understand each meaning, please ask me. Okay? Okay. So this might be tough at the first sight. I feel sympathy because it was tough for me. But however, each meaning is very simple if you can understand it. For example, CTR, which is short for clicks through. It means that clicks per impression. Okay. For example, you can see the 100 impression. Impression means just see and click it. So you can calculate it 1%. It's simple. So each has each meaning, and you have to understand each meaning in order to get the pass. Okay. But today I do not want to show. And please ask me if you know that. All right. So and also as I said before, social media is also become popular. So before we only focus on the mass media like a TV or radio, etc. But even now we have to understand 3 types of media. What is called triple media, triple on media. Okay. On media is this one. Okay, I will skip that today because I already have 5 minutes or so. So I want you to understand each characteristics for what is a paid media, on media, in media. Simply to say, paid media is a typical advertisement. If you pay money, and then, for example, Yahoo.com can show your advertisement. This is paid media. On media is also very simple. You have your own, for example, homepage. It includes on media. And lastly, earned. Earned means you cannot control, but however, it's earned outside from your site. That is why it's called earned media. And typical case is Twitter, Facebook, or social media. It is called generally earned media. And each has a good and bad meaning, okay? All right, so, okay, last chart, reporting. So basically, so you can understand the basic information with exercises. But however, this is not the goal. Our goal is, as I said again, we want to contribute to our client. Therefore, even you complete it analyzing by yourself, that is not the goal. You have to make clients understand. Therefore, reporting needs some techniques. At the last chapter on textbook, so there are so many various methodologies how to make a very good report to not to you, to your client. Okay. I want to pick up the several cases. Prepare for the labs. especially in order to get agreement with the client, blah, blah, blah. Okay? And also, if we have time, I want you to take a last exercise, but I'm sorry, but we have a little bit, 2 minutes left. Therefore, I want you to give you the homework. Of course, I will share this one. This is the information, chart, PV, and session for new jewelry net shop, just like you computing. Okay. How do you suggest to your client by looking this information? That is my final homework. Okay. I say again that there is no absolute answer. It's okay if you can answer me logically. Okay. There's one thing is that, for example, look at the, you can focus, you can pay attention to the peak one. For example, look at the 9 a.m. PV is peaking. What happened? You can make guess. And then, according to that, your guess or your hypothesis, you can make a recommendation or suggestion to your client. Okay? You need imagination. Yes. Of course, for the first time, you have to understand what you have to memorize the several indicators. But however, after that, you need imagination, which is differentiating with other web analytics. Frankly, so most web analytics, even in Japan, is just a reporting, operational reporting. This is not value. This is not consultant. But if you can get the master of such a analytics, make a hypothesis or suggesting, you might be differentiating and do yes. And my last message is, I'm sorry, I say the same message again, but very, very important. Yes. We want to, it is true that you have to understand the basic information about web analytics techniques, like mathematics, statistics, etc. But you do not only pay attention to that. The importance is contributing your client. Your client do not understand your technical work. Therefore, you have to understand the business terminology or etc. There's an important point that to clarify what the essential problem is. So I strongly say again, your customer in the future, maybe you facing, do not understand the customer's problem. Honestly, yes, I understand. And you can do by using a technology or objective data information. Okay, this is fine. And lastly, so involve party for expectation to solve the problem. Because our work or the association of the work, so try to launch communication or the memberships program. So therefore, you are not alone. Okay, if you get the exam and become the so work, you can have the community, and of course, so including the Japanese members. And if you do not understand or if you have some trouble, you can ask me. Anyone can help you. Okay. Because we are the same group, and everyone is responsible for the whole groups.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, that is my message. I really so hope that we can communicate in the future, and in the future become the one of the work. Become okay. All right. All right. Thank you very much. I'm sorry. Well, I passed 2 hours. Do you have any question about that? After that, so do you explain that after this procedure, what's the operation, about how to get the exam answer?
Thank you for joining our training course. I'm willing to work with you as a consultant of web analytics. And I want to give information about our training course. Maybe 1 week later, we send an idea account about Moodle, and you can learn by our Moodle training course online. Then after maybe 2 weeks later, we will send ID and password for examination about work. Then you can get our examination within 2 weeks, maybe last of February. After that, if you pass our examination and get high score, we send a message to get higher class for associate master course for trainers. Yeah, if you get pass our training course, we invite you as a master like here. Yeah, and please get more experience about analytics by advising about web marketing Yes, okay. Is it okay? Can you listen? My English is not so good.
Yeah. Next year, one of you so standing like this one instead of myself. Okay.
Okay, thanks so much.
All right. Thank you very much. Ask anything about the Leo-san or Hamaka-san? So, do you have any questions about how to exam or the operational problem? And also, I will answer about the technical questions.
And there are so many Japanese math then. Please pick up. Thank you so much.
So I take this opportunity to thank Mr. Ijiri-san and Koichi-san for maybe being here and giving us this valuable presentation. So on behalf of our chairman, Mr. Takeshi, and our management, on behalf of all the students here, I thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, and I want you to give a big round of applause to them.
The founder of Kino, he used to be my competitor. I'm a founder of social and solution, and he made a solution too. And he sold his company to LDD. I sold my company to software. After that, the simple to say at that time he paid him. Yeah, you don't pay. At that time.